So you're stuck, you're trying to figure it out, but you're not having much luck. Well, in this video, I want to share with you what you can do to help yourself get unstuck, to bring more clarity, to bring more orientation, purpose, and even grounded centeredness inside you. Especially if you're someone that has been confused and in pain or in symptoms on the healing journey and you're really interested in self-healing, this video is going to be for you. So very often, every week, I pretty much hear this question in some shape or form asked to me about, what do I do about this? What do I do about that? I'm uncertain about this. And one of the things that is so important is making sure you're really clear that you're not abdicating your authority over to somebody else. I think this is so important right now in our time of really empowering people in their true sovereignty, coming from their heart and really listening to their heart to know what to do for yourself. Why? Because even though I'm not saying you shouldn't speak to a healthcare professional or your doctor or, a lawyer, or these types of people that are quote unquote experts. But most importantly is you and your life better than anyone. Even though sometimes it can feel very confusing, you might feel a little lost or stuck. And what I hope is that when you leave this video, you'll have at least a blueprint that you can take with you today. So you can kind of get that clarity, that alignment that you need to help you kind of break through whatever the quagmire you're having in your life, the lack of vision, and the purpose that you need. So one of the first things that I want to, besides abdicating your authority, is also abdicating your attention. This is a massive thing that I think most of us are all suffering from. We spend so much time consuming content like this, or watching a show, or listening to a podcast, or over and over, and it can just get to a place where you kind of lose sight of yourself. You lose connection to that inner voice. And this is so critical if you want to live a life with more purpose, alignment, and of course for healing. So you have to recognize that how much your expenditure of your attention is going outward and how much there might be a deficiency of what's going inward. So most people, they're busy all day, they got responsibilities, their work, etc. They're doing that and they don't give themselves that attention until they literally put their head on the pillow. And you can do that for many years, but then at a certain point, the system breaks. And I don't want that for you. So one way you can avoid that kind of burnout, that crash out, is start making a plan every day to schedule time for you. To make sure you set aside, if it's just 20 minutes, if it's an hour, or if you are really feeling like you need the time for yourself, schedule a retreat. Go to a retreat. I frequently throughout the year do my own retreats where I spend time either renting an Airbnb or going to a hosted event where I make time for me. This is so critical, is making that time for you. Making sure you value yourself enough, you have enough love and self-worth for yourself that yes, you are worth that time. And no, it's not selfish. That's an old kind of, just like a belief, a limited belief that people have been carrying for a long time. It's selfish to give myself attention. And I know because a lot of folks that I've worked with over the years, especially autoimmune and cancer, they suffer with this kind of thing. I can't give no, I have to help these people out. Oh, like it's not okay for me to do this because of the dying kids in Gaza or the starving kids in Africa. Like belittling yourself, not giving yourself the true worth you have. And in truth, until you give yourself that full love, you're not going to be able to help those kids in Gaza or the starving kids in Africa. So once you've given yourself that time, then the next step is making sure the quality of that time. Now that time could easily be filled with, again, stuff to do, things to figure out, things to plan. All of that part of you needs to go aside. And the first and most important thing you need to do is just simply be with yourself. Make yourself an hour, a day, where you give yourself time to do nothing. Literally give yourself permission, a permission slip, if you will, that says it is okay to do nothing in this moment. Put down your devices, put down your distractions, and this is critical because you'll see how much your mind is tied into these distractions and pulls your attention outward over and over. The moment you sit in quietness, you'll see it right away, how the mind works. Immediately, within 5 seconds, 10 seconds, it'll pull you into this. It'll make you want to think about this. It'll make you want to plan that. That's okay. That's part of the process. You have to let that kind of, I don't know, like fumigate a little bit, move out through your system. And then typically what will happen is you'll hit some pain, you'll hit some blockage, emotion you have not been paying attention to. And this is another great opportunity because typically the response is, I don't want to feel that. I want to push that away. I don't like the way that guilt I feel, or that grief that comes up. This is where you need to actually double down and welcome that feeling into your heart, because you've been creating this resistance in your body for a long time, and resistance causes confusion. Resistance causes more kind of what we call stagnation of your energy. And so the best thing you can do is allow that to feel and move through your system. We do this through various types of breathing. If you're new to my channel, I have plenty of videos that can support you in helping you get more somatically in there so you can start to release some of this emotional content you've been carrying. Now, once that emotion can move through and you've given it permission and you've allowed it to go through your system, then you're going to start to feel this incredible electromagnetic frequency that you are, that I talk about a lot in my videos. It's this vibration that moves through you. It tingles in your fingers. It warms up your arms and hands. And in some cases feels very like centering and grounding, and also elevating simultaneously in a strange way. But when you tap into that, now you're tapping into you, the true you, the know thyself you, not the acquired self, the mass self, right? The fake self that we can present to the world. This is the real you. When this happens, hallelujah, give yourself that time to be with it, to soak in it. Like a good tea, steep in it and drink it. Let it be there. You just need more time to feel that, to experience that, to listen to it. And as you do, what's going to happen is you're going to get immediately insight. You're going to get immediate clarity. You're going to feel an incredible peace that comes through you. Maybe a happiness, maybe a funny thing that, makes you laugh. Or maybe it's just like you just have a nice peaceful sleep, a nap that your body's been needing. Any one of those is okay. But you see, you have to go through these steps to get to that place. And once you get to that place, that is the intuitive knowing of what you really are. That is your connection to your God, your creator, your divine nature, higher self, if you will. And part of the reason why you've been stuck or why you've been confused about what to do next in your life is because it's just been buried. It's been buried under so many layers, and it's okay. It's not your fault. It's just part of the conditioning we all have, to go out there and, work hard and provide and make some impact in the world. That's great. We all want to do that. However, we want to make sure that it is in alignment with you, not some, phony picture on some magazine that tells you to look this way or make this amount of money or drive this car. I think we all can agree we're in a time where we're seeing through the falsehood of the materialism, and we want something more real. We want something that really makes our heart sing and say, yes, this is who I am, and this is who I want to show up as. So these are quickly the steps I'll go over again that you can do really any day, and I encourage you to make time each and every day to do this, whether it's just a small minute time or, like I said, a whole retreat. But again, number one, you have to schedule time for yourself. Number two, when you schedule time with yourself, it has to be quality time. It can't be interrupted time by distractions, by commitments, it has to be for you first, okay? Number three, when the resistance comes up, whether that's emotion, whether that's pain, don't push it away. Welcome it into your heart. And number four, when you release those emotions, those thoughts that you've been carrying, those beliefs that can feel like they are you, but they actually aren't you, then you get to experience the true you, which is this beautiful energy, electromagnetic being that you are. And in that place, your instrument is tuned to the highest frequency where it can really listen and get the insight and clarity it needs to find what it is you need, your purpose, your next step. What is the next medicine I need to take? Who is the person I need to call? And this is how you do it. And you do this again and again until it becomes so familiar to you that, like I say, it's like the literacy of the heart. You start to become literate in this. This is something you can do by following these steps and watching, of course, more of my videos. But I also support people in my healing mentorship. If you are someone that is suffering with, a lot of lack of purpose or clarity, and maybe you're also suffering with some kind of chronic illness or symptoms, and you need support in that, I recommend checking out some of the links in the description. They have a lot of offerings there that will support you in your help and healing and finding what that is that you need. Because we all sometimes do need that support. I certainly did at a certain point, and maybe you do. So that's there for you. And if you are enjoying this channel, like this video, and this channel, go ahead and give it a like. It really helps the algorithm. And always love to hear comments below. Appreciate your subscribership. And also, make sure you check out this video right here. This one will help even more understand it. If you're someone that is suffering with some type of chronic pain, check this one out too. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a blessed day.